Hello everybody, I'm Kristina, a traveling graphic designer and artist from Ukraine. I live nomadic life for the last 6 years. Now I keep sharing with you my 3 months Namibian trip, which happened to me a year ago. I made a big break because of the war in Ukraine, but now I feel ready to keep telling you my story. Hoping it will give you some image of unusual places I visit and also maybe some image of Ukrainians. Welcome to my life.
Ну что, я в шлеме, в полном обмундировании и готова к новому опыту.
In the previous video, I showed you my last day with the local family I lived with for almost 2 months. It's been an amazing day when I experienced first time in my life quad biking in the most ancient Namib desert and also the sand riding with kids. That was really fun and the Atlantic Ocean left me a very beautiful memories as well. So actually that's all, the end of a very important period of my life in Namibia. All these 2 months of living in the middle of nowhere on a cattle farm with a hotel there in Namibia with one family only and without any neighbors, cafes, shops and any other treasures of civilization, but with some farmers' parties sometimes, which actually happen here only once per year. All this turned out into one of the brightest impressions in my whole life. So if you haven't watched it yet, check my previous videos. I'm sure you can find there a lot of interesting moments.
I see you next year.
Hello, young artists. Oh, beautiful! So.
Now, in this episode, there is a beginning of a new story. I'm going to a vegetable farm located in an absolutely another area. If before I lived in the half-desert area on the south, now I'm going to live in a Rongo region, which is located more to the north and it is actually more green area. By Namibian measures, of course. I went there from Swakopmund by a shuttle bus to a town called Karibib. I don't remember how much it cost, but quite affordable. It's the way how you can more or less move here between more or less developed towns if you can't drive a car. There, Gunnar, the owner of the vegetable farm, picked me up and delivered to his farm in the town nearby called Amaruro. So how will it go there? Will I enjoy that place? It was a big question and let's find it out together. So as you can see, I was given a tiny house built specially for volunteers here and it will be my house for the almost month and a half here. This land, which you can see, belongs to the vegetable farm called Omru Greens, and here I will be working as volunteering as artist and graphic designer for this vegetable farm because they also have a shop and they need some graphic designers' help. To get on this vegetable farm was like a breath of fresh air because on the previous farm it was cattle farm, so we were eating mainly meat, a lot of things with mayonnaise. They liked to drink Coke and there were minimum of vegetables and fruits. And here I could enjoy it directly from the garden, and it was so much delicious. For Namibia, it's a real treasure here.
Чувствую, что я попала просто в рай. Тут есть персики.
So my first working week started with painting a mural. It was my first experience with mural in my life, and I was working with another volunteer, Andrea. She's from Barcelona and she's a light designer. And her story is unbelievable. After working several years in the office, she decided to quit the job and go into a big trip to Africa to recharge and then to launch her own little studio in Barcelona, where she will be doing her own designs and working on her own. So it's just unbelievable. Here in Namibia, I meet a person who is volunteering here as a builder, and she's a girl, and I know that 1 year later, she's already an owner of her own little studio, and she's contacted with factories and markets to sell her own designs of lamps. Now you can see that I'm walking on the area of the farm, and such kind of minerals here are everywhere all over the earth, just like some very usual thing, and it's unbelievable. As it's so much hot, so it's quite normal here in Namibia that almost everyone has some kind of pools, and this pool was really amazing. It was so much big and built many years ago in the previous century. And it was a place where I was allowed to spend all my free time if I want to. The water here was so much cold because it was directly from the well, going from some big depths from earth. So you couldn't swim there for a long time, but could chill, and it was really so nice. Gunnar wanted me to make a mural with a lion in his entrance room above the fireplace, and day by day it was going in progress. Andrea fully repainted this room, and it had really quite a fresh and nice look. And this is Mandy. She is the main house woman who was looking after all the house, preparing delicious food and cleaning the house. And there in the distance, if to be attentive, you can see a lot of monkeys, professional stealers, and a big trouble for local farmers. One of the local must-try products is local honey from Kalahari. Usually local tribes made this kind of honey. It has a very light, gentle, very delicious taste.
Так, это наш обед.
In exchange for our work, Andrea and me got the full day food. So at the breakfast time, we were cooking ourselves. At daytime, Mandy was cooking lunch for us. And at the dinner time and all the weekends, we were cooking for ourselves. And this time, Andrea cooked her Spanish salad with fresh vegetables and fruits.
Вы только посмотрите, что за чудесное создание тут такое. Что это за сладкое создание? Боже мой, какое ты опасное. Ну, какой ты хороший. Что такое? Что за сладкий носик тут такой? Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Кто-то тут такой опасный.
So somebody was lucky to catch her own lunch. A wild chicken. Farm life is like this. Not always lovely and beautiful.
Okay, our last evening with Andrea. And Andrea made such a beautiful idea. So ready to swimming.
У нас последний ужин с Андреей из Испании. И вот Андрея придумала такой вот сесть сегодня на улице и устроить такой вот уютный ужин при свечах. Andrea came here 1 week ago, and 1 week we were with her together. Sometime before she was volunteering with in the elephant orphanage, and now it was time for her to go to Botswana. It was only 1 week together, but I was feeling really sad after she left, and I'm very happy that we can be still in touch because it was really a very nice time, very nice week in Namibia. It already was a second week of my staying here, and my mural was almost finished. I was working on it 5 hours per day, and the rest of the day I was working on my online orders, and yes, it was going in progress. У нас сегодня блинчики вот с таким вот тут как это хэм, господи, забываю, балык с разными овощами в томатной пасте и вот блинчики. Here I'm saying what we are gonna eat at this lunch, and this is something like quite traditional here in Namibia, pancakes with some ham and with some sauce. Living on this farm was a big joy and pleasure for me. It was so nice, so beautiful, so natural. I really enjoyed staying in the previous farm, and people there, they had like a big business, maybe bigger money, but here I was feeling for some reason much happier. I was feeling here like I have a more richer life here, just because I don't know, it was just an atmosphere, and I really enjoyed living in this tiny house. I still remember, and I'm missing those feelings when I was living there. I was feeling that I have my own house, and it was so much cozy. All the sunset time and sunrise time, it was just amazing. It was December, and Christmas was coming. And in the evenings, after I finished working on my online orders, I could just sit like this and watch some Christmas movies. And mornings were even better. I had to get up at 7 because my working day was starting at 8, at 8:30, at around this time. And it was so beautiful to wake up in the morning and to see this farm around. I was feeling here much more relaxed and at the same time very inspired and productive. My painting was finished. Like I said before, it was December and Christmas was coming, and very soon Gunnar's family will come to celebrate here Christmas. So it's actually what I will show you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you very soon in the new episode, and I want to wish you a very good day wherever you are. Thank you.